All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Kill.
General West.
Check safety.
Fair. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's trash.
22-jet bomber.
Check right. Watching your five. Too little, cut.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
70, Indy.
I smell fear now.
Protein spill.
He's coming.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
On 2nd and 2, Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
You don't want it. Check.
Chopper. 55.
Now Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Watch twist.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check four. Bang. Swing.
Ready.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Hey, Wahoo! Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run with Taylor, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 52. Hey, check 20.
Hey, Sam off.
Joker. He's coming. Double up.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check. Crunch.
On the cut.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's get in there. Under crunch.
Move.
Hey, check 24. 54 is Mike.
Go.
watch 54. I got him.
They go.
They'll try to throw down. Young. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down.
Rock it. Let's go.
They'll run with Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they would switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
80 weapons. Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Under 10. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey.
Leo. Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Get ready. Get ready.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Go. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, exit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Hey, I'm 7.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. Whip.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Ready, break.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Pilot, 64, wait. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5-4.
Go.
Here we go. Quick dance.
Ready.
It's Young on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the ground, this is Kamara. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ray, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Blue draw Porkers. Snap.
They run the counter. It's Ray, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Got it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Christian Travis.
At the 26-yard line.
5.
2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 84 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
70 Indians. X3, 218, chop.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick another sack. Grades will be handed out thus far.
Okay, ready? 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 47 yards on the ground. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Taylor. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go. Now.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 27, Young out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Pull it high. He's checking. Jim. Look at me. Go. Get ready.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Ready. 8, read.
Check safety.
Pilot, 64, read.
36. He's checking. Crash. Shoot. Watch the safety creep.
49, check 49.
Bam. Get it.
Taylor. And he spins past him and into space. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Flush. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll look to throw here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop the throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Choke team, spill.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, exit. Go.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
Hey, nice 7.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.